matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Here we go, set.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, Bradshaw. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
First down, Bradshaw. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Second and 2. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
One of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they. How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, this is Harris. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That swung out wide to Harris.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them. They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
At his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw again. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run on first down. Bradshaw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been confident well previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll look to throw here.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Bradshaw, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Bradshaw. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now back to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And it's a Packers touchdown. Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On the double. That's good. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. The Packers... timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Okay, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, man.
They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Scott Miller.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this one's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, it's Pollard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Here we go. Intercepted. The Commanders take over first down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
10 seconds. 6, 7.
They'll set up a throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin from 6 yards away.
And the Commanders use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. The 20 from
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just...
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Najee Harris with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They're going to run it with Harris, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Harris.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Miller the man in motion. They run again with Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Bradshaw. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bradshaw. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Second and 1. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to it, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's going to hurt big time because it's a low-score game, and they certainly thought with that play they were getting a different
This is 3rd and long. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Pass complete to Harris.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 8. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And in incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.